Saban had a chance to keep Drew Brees or get Drew Brees in Miami like they were working on. I wonder what would have happened to the AFC East.
Oh, man, it changes a lot of things, don't it?
Yeah.
Changes a lot. Yeah, changes a lot there. Changes a lot for New Orleans. But
We'll
that's where
another
pick
day.
is. Oh, man, yeah, we'll definitely tell about that. That's something that we need to come back to another day.
Yeah.
Also, before we get off of this, FYI for you Saints fans, if Tampa did miss a field goal, that would have been a 50-burger in your season opener. Neither here nor there. You got the Browns coming in next week. Good luck.
Yeah.
Speaking of the other 40-year-old quarterback, let's get to this Texans-Patriots game.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson's return. Last time in New England, he put on a pretty good show. Not so much this time.
First day back on the bike.
Percentage. Yeah, pretty much. 17 of 34, 50%, 176 yards, touchdown pick. Lamar. I will say this for them defensively. J.J. Watt looked really good coming back from the injury. J.J. Watt looked good. Honey Badger got him an interception. Looks pretty good. We'll talk about a little bit of an injury for them in their former first-round pick from 2015 at cornerback going down with the injury. Looks like he's out for the year. Clowney, he was there. Didn't flash a whole lot. He was solid, but I think he had one tackle and one assist. So, but we kind of know when J.J. Watt's in the building, he's wrecking shop. So that's a little bit for them. Tom Brady, per usual, 26-39, about 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rex Burkhead, go back there, run the rock. Robert Gronkowski, go out here, do what you do. Right? Business as usual for the Patriots in New England.
I don't know. That J.J. Watt thing you said kind of disturbed me just a little bit. Just got under my skin. J.J. Watt, he's not a bad defensive player, not by any stretch. But we all know he's been riddled with injury the last few seasons. I honestly think J.J. Watt has a chance to go off because he's not the threat anymore. The threat is Jadeveon Clowney. So that's my thinking.
Shift over there.
Yeah,
maybe so.
That's my thinking.
Maybe so.
Don't let me be a hater. Good watch, JJ. Good game, JJ.
Yeah, and of course, like I said last week, until the Texans beat the Patriots in New England, it's business as usual up there when they play.
I honestly think, man, that's a bad opening matchup too, man. I don't think that sets a really good tone for the season for a team that's really trying to gel and take it to the next level. It's just
guys coming back, and guys coming back from injury,
right?
So tough spot for them. Definitely no reason to overreact. Still in the game, still was close. Scored late, had a chance. So
no doubt.
Yeah, but that's the Patriots, right? That's what they do. It's the Titans, the Texans.
Yep, they have and then all of a sudden the game's over. You look up,
all right.
Yeah, Patriots won again.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Now over to Minnesota, where Jimmy G started the season out for the 49ers over there for them. After having that good savior. Run. Yeah, had a good run there at the end of the year. Everybody excited and great defense in Minnesota, as we know. 15 of 33 with 3 interceptions. Well, that is that defense. But nip and tuck still some. 24-16 was the final there. Cousins, 20 of 36 for 244. They split it up. Dalvin Cook also making his return from injury. Ended up with 16 carries, 40 yards. Obviously, we know how that line is over on San Francisco, so not the greatest, although he was able to chip in with 55 yards receiving, the all-purpose back. Adam Thielen just doing Adam Thielen things. You already know. 8 catches, 102 yards. I'm reliable over there. So Kirk Cousins getting a little, used to, the new weapons and everything, getting him a win out the gate. But, yeah, Jimmy G, though, I was a little surprised. I knew he was playing a tough defense first game of the year, but I was a little surprised by his performance on my end.
There's some injuries over there, let's be clear. So the normal threats that you have probably not available for Jimmy G to open up that offense the way that he could, considering who's the head coach over there. So I look for them to see how they fare in a couple weeks when the injury situation settles down. You start getting some players back. I honestly think as as new as he is to the roster, I honestly think probably Reuben Foster's probably the defensive leader of that team. Maybe not quite as heralded in the media yet, but I believe from what I read, what I hear, what I see, and the organization's eagerness to make sure that he stays on their roster and them supporting him the way that they do, I think that guy is the leader of that defense. And as soon as he gets back, I'd say you get a turn in the tide for how the 49ers season goes.
So. Yeah, fair enough. Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Roll
now
Tide.
Over to
Reuben Foster. Roll Tide.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. But
next,
now to the longest game ever due to the 3.5 hour delay between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say, anytime Blaine Gabbert comes in, you're probably not going to win. Because, once again, Marcus Mariota, per usual, elbow hurt. But, I mean, you had 3 interceptions. I mean, 2 by Mariota. Blaine Gabbert threw 1. Tannehill, although he was 20-28 and threw for 2 touchdowns, he had 2 interceptions.
Right.
Yeah. I guess a big no for me. Frank Gore, the ageless wonder, 9 carries, 61 yards. I mean, average at 6.8 on you. Still sure you got the juice. Dolphins get the win 27-20. Just ugly, odd, meh. That's where I was just like, oh, okay.
I feel like people just go, wow, this game was like 3.5 hours longer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
But I think the big thing that we haven't really touched on is there's a lot of injuries and critical injuries over on the Tennessee front. So
they had a lot of that game. That game was definitely a little, for them, definitely tough. I mean, no doubt.
Conklin's out.
Yeah. Mariota, which I mentioned.
Delaney Walker, the tight end, he's out. Mariota's out.
And Walker's for the season, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've got... Let me see who else I got on this list here.
It was
Dory Jackson's out.
Yeah. Maybe they should have just
Taylor Lewan, the other offensive lineman, he's out. You know what I mean? That's damn near their whole offense. They got 2 linemen out. They got a tight end out. The QB's out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's half your offense right there, gone. And those are all starters. So let's be clear.
Yeah, I guess the Dolphins were thumping them.
Yeah.
Man,
the Thunder and the Lightning thumping them.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Let's get to your New York Giants. Let's get to them. Played the old Jacksonville Jaguars at home to open up the season.
Sure did.
Let's go with the good, the bad, and the ugly for the Giants.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. You want me to start with the Giants first, or
let's go with the Giants? Let's go with Giants. Good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right,
good,
I'll let you have the Jags because I'm probably going to need Pepto-Bismol when I get done talking about my Giants.
Fair enough. Go for it. Shoot.
All right. So, look, game's 20-15, and Saquon Barkley. I think he's going to be good in this league. Really good. Kind of reminds me of Barry Sanders. And I don't know how much of our user or our fan base out here knows about Barry Sanders, but Barry Sanders used to run a lot.
They got YouTube. They'll see him.
Yeah, he used to get a lot of touches for Detroit back when he played. And, a lot of those runs for 2 and 3 yards, 4 and 5 yards. A lot of them were -2, -3. And then all of a sudden, Barry would just bust one for 70 yards on you. And the defense is looking around like, whose guy was that?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of where Saquon may be. Now, it doesn't help that the right side of our offensive line is, what's the word I'm looking for? It sucks. I think that we probably, for sure we should be drafting for the right side or making some sort of deal for somebody else on the right side, for the Giants. But other than that, Eli being inaccurate, a lot of overthrows.
That pressure though.
Surely the Jacksonville defense, we're not taking anything away from them. But Eli definitely overthrowing some passes. Missed Odell a couple times. Missed Sterling Shepard a couple of times. some of the right-hand side of the line blocking, for certain plays. I think Saquon probably could have sprung for a few more longer yard carries. Evan Ingram missing a couple blocks. I think there's definitely some things that we need to look at offensive-wise, which hopefully they'll take care of by the time we face your Cowboys next week.
Yeah, it's hate week, baby.
Right. And then defensive side, I don't think that our defense really got the push that it really needed. I think we're missing Olivier Vernon. And to some degree, guy who's not here anymore, I think we're missing DRC. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie kind of was like a catalyst for that defense in a lot of ways. He saw a lot of different things, and it kind of helped. But other than that, offensive-wise, we need to clean it up.
Yeah, a little bit. Odell still had over 100 yards, 11 catches, 111 yards. Sterling Shepard, 5 for 48. I definitely saw Evan Ingram drop some. I was like, ooh. Maybe they were a little more difficult catches or whatnot, but things that he should have been able to catch for sure.
Blocks. He was missing blocks.
And missing some blocks as well. Yeah. But, of course, we knew that coming into the league. He was a receiving tight end. He had to work on that side. He needs to get a little bit better.
Yeah, let me reiterate that one again. The Giants should have drafted O.J. Howard if they had the chance, but the Bucs picked just before we did. So, yeah, we got Evan Ingram.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we know. Roll Tide. Mm-hmm. Stop it.
Yep.
Leave me alone.
Next.
Yeah, real quick, I just want to touch. Leonard Fournette did pull a hamstring in the second quarter, and Bortles actually had more rushing yards than him, 42-41 for the game.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
What do we make of Leonard Fournette 2 seasons in the league now? What do we make out of Leonard Fournette injury-wise? Is he going to make it?
It's worrisome.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be somewhat worrisome. Some last year, now here we are again, hamstring in the game. And what's crazy is like you think of him as this big, powerful guy, from some of his runs and everything, but then you see him beside Zeke, and you're like, man, Zeke's actually bigger than Fournette. So, I don't know. He's definitely the type of running back that I know they want to use in their scheme. But, yeah, early still. Let's see what happens. But, yeah, you have to start thinking about it. There's a reason why you hold on to T.J. Yeldon. Don't hit me with the Tide, please. Stop. But I'm just saying, there's a reason why you hold on to T.J. Yeldon. Go ahead, just do it. Get it over with. I see you. I know you want to do it.
No. The only thing I wanted to add with that was, as great as that defense was,
yeah.
To be honest, we still had a shot to win the game, and then, we bungled it up with muffing a punt at the end. So,
right.
Oh well. 0-1 into week 2.
Into week 2, coming to Jerry World.
Cowboys.
We'll talk about that Friday, but I'm about to do a little something on the side on that one.
No, we don't need to do anything on the side with that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
You worry about your team. I'll worry about mine.
Well, yeah, we're playing, so
No.
Well, let's get to Chiefs, Chargers.
Whew. Yeah. Who was that kid?
Yeah, the young gunner.
Yeah.
Start calling him young gunner.
Yeah, who's that kid?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, there's another one. Should have drafted Patrick Mahomes. Anything that we could have done to get to draft Patrick Mahomes, the New York Giants, yeah, we should have done that. However, the Chiefs moved up and got him at 10.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Fair enough. But Patrick Mahomes, 15-27, 256 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Tyreek Hill lost his mind with his returns or busting big plays. 169 yards receiving for 2 touchdowns as well. Mm-hmm. Travis Kelce surprisingly quiet. And, I talked to you about this before. I was like, with Mahomes coming in, I wonder how much, with that gun and going downfield, what's going to happen to Kelce in this offense. Early one game, but I thought it was a little telling. Also, Sammy Watkins, the $17 million a year, 3 catches, 21 yards. Not much return for the buck there. But, yeah, other than that, Tyreek also had the 2 returns for 95 yards and 1 touchdown on the punt. Obviously, the Chargers were missing Bosa. Definitely, a hindrance on the defensive side for them getting some pressure. How about the show that Melvin Gordon put on, by the way? Yeah. That, probably, I don't know if anyone's really talking about how, I get it, Mahomes, they won. Melvin Gordon put on a show. Allow me to be clear. 15 carries, 64 yards, averaging over 4 yards per carry. Oh, and while I'm at it, let me give you 9 catches, 102 yards as well. Great game by Melvin Gordon. Phillip Rivers does what he does, 34-51, 424, 3 touchdowns in the INT. But yeah, I think it's